Hello and welcome back to my channel Inspire with Anushka. Guys, how are you? After a long time here I'm in front of you all once again. Because of some problems I was not able to create the videos for you all, and just being this is a study channel and I must have to be, before putting anything, I must have to be go through with every details and every of these concerns, and I must also want some time to create broad explanation for all the different topics. So because of some reasons I was not able to make the video, and from here I'm going to start the syllabus of standard 10th, because we have previously finished all the different topics related to the standard 9 syllabus, and I'm very glad I have completed syllabus of standard 8 standard 9th in the 6th month. So it's a matter of really proud for me to be going or to be achieving some more or creating some more lessons for you all, and achieving your all concerns is a really great milestone in the direction to be on the YouTube, and my inspiration for creating the videos, and your appreciation and your comments really inspires me, and make me feel that yeah, you all are giving a good positive reaction. So thank you so much for that all things, and from today inward, as I have said that I'm going to start the syllabus of standard 10th from today. So before starting the syllabus of standard 10th, we have some topics to be go through for with them, because these all topics are now going to be very important for the next upcoming chapters of standard 10th. So before starting anything about standard 10th syllabus, we must have to be take concerned about the topics, some of the topics that are the life. So biology is especially deals or studies about the life. So we must have to understand first, before knowing about the life processes, that is the nutrition, reproduction, respiration, different types of life process we are going to be discussed in the syllabus of standard 10th. And the whole syllabus is filled with all of these different type of things, that what are necessary or important aspects for being or for continuing the life. So to continue the life, we all know that if we are the sub student of biology or not, then also we know that we take food just for the just for the energy. We it aspires just to take the oxygen breakdowns to form the energy. So why these all things are necessary for our body, why these different types of functions occurs inside our body. So these all things are the basic features of the living things. We are the living organism, as we all do the different types of life processes. The first chapter of standard 10th is the life processes. You will feel that why I am going to discuss about the living organism and why I am discussing so much about the life, as we all know that biology is the study of lives. And in the basics, when I have started my channel, first video which I made on my channel was that's about the basics of the biology or the basics of the science. So from there you can also go through with that what is the basic concepts of the biology. Before starting any chapter or any syllabus of the biology of any class, we must have to go through that. So guys, let's start the today's topic, that what qualifies the life, what are the basic features of a living organism, and how or why we can say that any organism is living or not. So what are the basic characteristics? If I'm going to ask with you all, then what will be your answer? You will say that yeah, the living organism can grow, the living organism can move. So guys, what is the basic difference that a movement of a horse and a movement of a car can also move and a horse can also move. Then what is, why we can say that horse is a living and a car is not a living organism? So the movement, just only the movement or the growth just not defines the life. Because if you say that the growth and division or partition is the characteristics which qualifies the life, then that also I can prove wrong. Because whenever you see the water bubble, a soap bubble formation, then the bubble has some space, it's covered some space, it grow also. And literally you will feel whenever you see them, they divides also, but they are not living. So the growth and movement are not the basic features or the characteristics to define the life or to define the living organism. So what are the basic features? So now today I'm going to discuss with you all the basic features or the basic characteristics for the living organism. Please guys watch the full video for the complete knowledge of this whole topic, for understanding about the life, for understanding about the basic characteristics of the living organism. If you are a student of biology and someone going to ask you that what qualifies the life, wow, which organism or what the things are called the living, or why we are living, we are in the category of living organism, I'm sure that you will not forget this in your whole lifetime. So cellular organization is what? Cellular organization, it means the body is organized or the body is formed with the small unit that is called cell. In the syllabus of standard 9, the first chapter is the cell, and there I have discussed about the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. So all the living organism, either that is plant or that is animal or that is bacteria also, microbes also, so these all things are made up of the cell. The cell may be eukaryotic or prokaryotic, so this is not the matter to be discussed here. The matter only is here is that the living organism or the living things must have a cellular level of organization. It means their basic unit that from which they are made must be the part of cell. Okay guys, so this is the first character, cellular level of organization. The second one is the sensitivity. They must have the sensitivity inside them. Likewise, we all are sensitive towards anything, just like plant's root is sensitive towards the gravitational force, that is the geotropic force, and the plant shoots, the upper part of the plants is sensitive towards the sunlight, so it always moves and grows on the upper part. Okay, the roots always follows about the, they are sensitive towards the earth so that they grow inside the downward, and the shoots are sensitive towards the sunlight, that's why they always grow upward. Likewise, our eyes are also sensitive. If you are going in a dark room, then your eyes or the pupils of your eyes will get enlarged like this. So these all are the basic sensitivity characters just we living things have. The second characters of a living organism is sensitivity. The first one was the cellular grade of organization. The third one is the respiration. Why do we respire? We respire just to get the energy. We all know that energy is very important to maintain this circle of the life, or the whole universe runs under the energy flow. So energy का एक definition है, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So हम क्या कर सकते हैं, energy को create नहीं कर सकते अपने body में. We just not able to create the energy inside our body, but we can do one thing, that is what we can transform the energy. So the chemical energy can be transformed into physical into the chemical, and light energy. There are different type of energy. All the time moving and evolving inside our environment. So we just used to do what, we just used to transform that energy and make it useful as for our body. So likewise, the plants transforms the sunlight energy into the chemical energy, that is this they form this sugar in the presence of chlorophyll. You all know that this is the process of photosynthesis, and in the deep we are going to discuss about the photosynthesis whenever we start to discussing about the life processes, the nutritional, mode of nutrition of the plants. Okay guys, so the plants can transforms the light energy into the chemicals energy, and whenever we inhale that chemical or we take that chemical, we also transform that energy, and that gives us the physical stamina to give to work. Okay, so this is the energy which is provided to us with a different process of the respiration. There are so many chemical processes occurs inside our body just to maintain the life process. So we are discussing about the living characteristics. The first one is the cellular level of organization, the second one is the sensitivity, and third one is the respiration. Now I am going to discuss about the fourth one. What is the fourth characteristics for the living organism? So that is the growth. So every living organism can grow, and this is basic features by which the organism assembles the energy which they had gone get from the process of respiration. They assemble that and keep it inside them, and that will give him the power to grow. So growth is the feature and the characteristics of the living organism. The fifth characteristics of the living organism is that they can reproduce. The living organism has special features to give birth to a young one, same as they are. So पेरेंट्स क्या होता है, अपने जैसे किसी यंग वंस को प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. अगर हम अपने तरह का कोई प्रोजेनी ग्रो नहीं कर पाए तो फिर जनरेशन गैप विल स्टार्ट एंड वी विल लॉस्ट आवर स्पेसीज और वी विल लॉस्ट आवर टाइप ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म. सो दिस इज द बेसिक फीचर. रिप्रोडक्शन इज द बेसिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स फीचर ऑफ द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म बाय विच वी कैन say that this is a living this organism is living. Living organism has the features to divide or to grow or to reproduce or to move. Everything they can do for just to maintaining the life processes. So reproduction is the fifth characteristics of the living organism. The next one is the regulation. So living organism can also regulates their life. Regulates their life, what does it means? It means whenever we study about the cell can also, by having a single one cell, can also be the living organism. Yes, of course, why not? Bacteria, microbes, all those things are the single celled animal, but they are living. Amoeba, they can also perform all the activities of the life, such as the nutrition, such as respiration, such as digestion, reproduction, all type of activities. So there is a regulation. Our body own self has a regulatory power, that we have the brain for regulating our thoughts, regulating the different types of, just a heartbeat, different type of things, different type of feelings, expression, emotions. All these things are regulated by our mind. So likewise, that our body chemical activities, chemical reactions, physical reaction, all these things are regulated by our own body itself. So be living organism has a power of regulation also. So this is a basic criteria of the living organism. These 6 features, that is the cellular level of organization, that is the respiration, that's the sensation, reproduction, and the last one is what, the growth and regulation of the body's activities. All these things defines life. After having all these things also, we are sometimes when we are not going to say that yeah we are living, because we all living organism just have contain a single thing, that is the DNA. DNA is what, deoxyribonucleic acid. In the brief, I'm going to describe about the DNA in the chapter of reproduction, but with the more explored form, you will get all these things in the topics of 11th and 12th. So this is, here is not the platform to discuss about the DNA in brief. I just want to say that DNA is a hereditary material which is the characteristics carrier from our parents to ourselves. So what type of characters, कभी कभी बोलते हैं ना कि पेरेंट्स के कैरेक्टर्स बच्चों से बहुत ज़्यादा मिल रहा है, तो what is the thing that carries that character from our mother and father to us? So that is the DNA, that is the deoxyribonucleic acids, which are the single unit for providing life or for creating life. Actually, viruses also have the nucleic acid, but they just simple have the nucleic acid. That's why virus has kept in the non-living things also. Sometimes we keeps the virus in the non-living and sometimes in the living. What are why we do this? So just we do this because before going to any host cell, the virus is just like a non-living things, because they cannot move, they cannot reproduce, they cannot perform any type of life activities. But when they got a host body, when they enter inside any host body, they started to reproduce, they started to grow, they started to take nutrition. So all the life processes begins with the entrance in the host body. So viruses are kept under the category of sometimes non-living things and sometimes in the category of living things. So guys, this is all about the life process. Life process, it means what are the process of life. So we have discussed that living things also does or perform some of the different type of activities, such as they take nutrition, they do the respiration, they have a control and coordination power, they also have a reproduction process, they also have excretion process. It means through which they excretes or they excretes out the nitrogenous waste or the things which are not necessary for their body. So guys, this is all about the today's topic. Hope you all have liked this session, enjoyed it, and also acquired some knowledge from this. And thank you so much for being with me from the starting.